Hello, viewers. Welcome to another edition of Fellowship Varta. In this edition, we have got a young boy from IIT Delhi Queensland University joint research program, PhD program, and we would love to listen his journey and see how joint degree could be more useful as compared to degree by a single university. What are the challenges and how one can cope up with two different systems at a time and how the fellow divides his time. But before that, welcome to you, Jayendra, on this program. And if you could briefly tell us, before joining this joint degree program, what was your academic journey from Mumbai to Guwahati to Delhi? How was it? And what was the unique thing you would like to say about each institution?
Right. Okay. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. And yes, so I did my bachelor's in Mumbai University from Tadomil Shahani Engineering College. I did my chemical engineering from there, and I during the bachelor's I realized that I want to get into research instead of industry, and then that's something I got that interest from my research internship during my bachelor's. So after bachelor's, I had this idea that I want to continue in research. And that's when I started with Professor Kaustav Mohanty at IIT Guwahati, where I did a junior research fellow, worked as a junior research fellow with him for a year. It was a great experience there because I got more understanding about research, because there are more independence when you are working on a particular project, and which was very interesting. That's when I also cracked my GATE examination to get into IIT Delhi as master student. Eventually, there is an interesting project in IIT-UQ partnership, which was floated by my current supervisor, Professor Ali Haider in IIT Delhi. So I thought that's a nice opportunity to be in two different institutes, and which is in two different countries, two different continents. And that's when I got into this joint PhD program, joint University of Queensland and IIT Delhi PhD program. And yes, now I have just recently submitted my thesis, and yeah, it
Well,
was
great.
a fascinating
Congratulations for that.
journey.
Yeah, great. Congratulations for that. One more thing, viewers, I must mention. In between, Jayendra also got Prime Minister Research Fellowship. So, if you could tell our viewers how competitive this fellowship is, how different it is from your regular fellowship examination, and how did you prepare for it, and if our future students are preparing, what should they keep in mind?
Hmm. Right. So PMRF was, of course, a driving force for me throughout this research journey, throughout my PhD. Uh, of course, it's the stipend is good, but then more than that, you get a lot of networking opportunities also. You get more opportunities to do conferences, and that was the key for me. At least I got a lot of ideas from those conferences, extra conferences that I could, with the help of the PMRF grants. But for PMRF, yes, of course, you'll have to have a research proposal. And at least for me, discussions with my supervisors helped a lot. So I had regular discussions. We built upon ideas what could be done for the PhD and how the proposal could turn up. And I feel that in a way helped me also in understanding the literature, which is which in general, when you start with a new project totally, because I started with simulations in my PhD, and that was a totally new area in heterogeneous catalysis for me, and discussions and the literature surveyed during that time helped me a lot in preparing for this proposal, which is required, which is the main part of a PMRF application. Yes, so it has been a driving force, at least for me, throughout this PhD journey, along with the joint PhD program that I am into.
So, any special preparation you would like to recommend to the future aspirant?
Hmm. As I said, the main thing is discussions, more brainstorming with the ideas, because sometimes we might have we think we might have some good ideas, but with guidance we can understand that probably there's some
Yeah.
changes that is required in them. Apart from that, basics is something I would uh, 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 ask someone to focus on. So basic understanding of any subject, of any even the research project that you might write. That is more important than anything else, I think.
Yeah. Friends, joint degree is not something very new. In fact, one of the most popular joint degree program India started was IIT Bombay Monash Academy research program. And after a few years, it was the turn of IIT Delhi, which formed an alliance with Queensland University. So, as Jayendran has been part of this collaborative research, and uh, he has been going through this joint degree program, I'll request Jen to tell us how students are admitted by two universities together for a joint course. Who takes the lead, and how the fee structure is, and how, if there is some fellowship to cover it, and what are the different subjects which are presently covered under this IIT Delhi Queensland program.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. I think for future aspirants. See, yes. So there are projects which are floated in this program. So it's unlike the other admission process that we have in India. Here, there are joint projects floated by PIs from both the institutes. So if you look at
PI is
UQDAR sites,
faculty from two institutions. Well, for those who do not understand PI, they are the
right?
faculty of two institutes.
Right, right. So the faculties from IIT and faculty from UQ, they put a joint project, and so the list of those projects are easily available on UQDAR sites, which you can refer to. So depending on uh, whichever field you want to work on, or whichever projects you find interesting, you can approach those projects. You can approach those faculties, and mention them in your application, so that you'll be considered for those particular projects. And so this interview process is where first there will be initial screening by your supervisors, by the faculties under whom the projects have been floated, and then there'll be interview rounds by the UQ IIT team as well. And then once you're selected in that interview, you'll be provided an offer letter for joining this joint PhD program. And here it so here you'll be, once you join into this program, you'll be the student from both the universities, both from IIT Delhi and the University of Queensland. And pretty much all the resources that you have in as a student in IIT and as a student in University of Queensland, you will be able to access them. So yes, uh, they are all world class facilities in both the institutes. At least if I want to add my story, when I was about to uh, apply for this joint PhD program, my main intention was, yes, the facilities would be great. You'll see world class facilities in
Jayendra, if I
institutes.
could ask you some very straight question, is it important or necessary to be a student of IIT Delhi to apply for this fellowship, or to apply for this program, or anyone could apply?
anyone could apply. So it's not just focused on the IITD students. Anyone
So only
can
thing is you
apply.
need to see the website, identify the projects, talk to the concerned faculty, and if faculty takes you, you are there.
Yes.
Second thing, how do you divide your time between Queensland and IIT Delhi? Is it project by project, depending upon the requirement of the PI, or it's fixed, like limit some time here, sometime there? How do you divide your time?
Right. So as a I student, so I student as in, so if you're from India, so you will be applying as an I student. So you will be here in IIT Delhi for 3 years, and for 1 year, that's
You-
basically the second year you'll be at UQ, the University of Queensland. So in the 4 year PhD program, 1 year will be in Brisbane in University of Queensland, and the other 3 years you'll be spending it at IIT Delhi. So you can so the aspirants can plan with their supervisors how to manage their projects during their time in IIT Delhi and during their time at UQ.
Now, third thing about the finances, are you required to pay fee or you get paid some fellowship?
So yes, the fee structure as a IIT Delhi PhD student, you'd be paying the same fees during the time you are there in IIT Delhi. And the scholarship is, yes, you'll be paid scholarship as per the
Standard norms.
institute rules, yes.
Yes.
But in addition, there is extra top up that is being also added by the UQ. So yes, everything is taken care of in this uh,
Who takes
joint
care
PhD
of
program.
travel between India and Australia?
So during your travel to Australia, you are given a relocation grant from the
Okay.
University of Queensland itself. So that helps in all the visa, travel, and even for the initial period of relocation, it helps out. So yes, it covers a lot of costs.
So, friends, I think this is one of the most exciting joint degree program where you need to apply based on the projects and you need to pay as per the Indian rates to the Indian institution, and you have opportunity to get fellowships and travel. And what Jayendra told us a little ago, most importantly, exposure to two continents, two different working style, ethics, research practices, the way you look at different things. So, Jayendra, uh, could you describe a little bit about the cultural difference between IIT Delhi and Queensland?
Oh, yeah. So that's also interesting. When I joined, when I relocated to Brisbane, it's a very different and vibrant culture there. Of course, you follow the work-life balance there, but then apart from that, you get a lot of support also from the administration, from the supervisors there. So right. So, in all, it's a beautiful experience where you can manage your work, but also enjoy. Like you can also be participating those fun activities around in the campus. So yeah, yeah,
Good. It's nice to know. Now, two more questions. The last question I wanted to ask, but that could be a little before. What is the admission schedule? Like when students should look for advertisement and new entry? And number two, your message to future aspirants.
right. So for this program, as far as I know, I think the expressions of interest is already open, and the applications can be sent through before January 7th, if I'm not wrong, for the July course, for this course that starts from
So
July.
roughly 6 months before you intend. So January and July they are taking entry, and for July course right now they're taking entry till January.
Right. So you submit applications, and there'll be 2 interview rounds. So it's a long process, but yes, applications close roughly in January.
Great. And any message to the future aspirant on do's and don'ts, and any
Okay.
subjects beyond STEM which is covered?
All right.
Like,
So even humanities are covered in this
okay, great. So
in
all
this program.
subjects
So
under STEM as well as humanity and social sciences.
yes,
So
yeah.
last message for the future aspirants.
Right. So yeah. So choose the projects wisely. You'll be working on interdisciplinary projects over here, so choose it wisely. It will be interesting, of course. It'll add a unique flavor to your expertise after the 4 years of the PhD program, and get the basics strong. I would say that I'll advise that strongly. Get the basics strong, and anything can be achieved. Yeah, pretty much that.
So thank you on that note, Jayant. It was nice talking to you, and we look forward, and we do hope that we'll get some interesting query. Would you be open to queries in case some aspirants is interested to know more about it?
Yeah,
So that
sure.
I can put your email in the chat box.
Sure. Yes.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you. Have a wonderful day.